Welcome to the True Tomorrows podcast. Get ready for another cool weekly, thing. We dive into some wild and captivating science fiction, flash fiction stories, kind of like, stepping into one of those blockbuster sci-fi films or like reading one of those like epic short stories,
Yeah, I get you. And today we're doing we're launching a science fiction probe, I guess, into two really thrilling tales from that whole realm of speculative fiction. Listeners gave us some really fascinating material, and we've kind of like extracted some of the most interesting, I guess you could say, the most intriguing elements from it, just for you. You can think of this as like your express ticket to understanding some truly imaginative concepts, really.
Yeah, for sure. So our mission today is to kind of explore this fascinating intersection of, you know, humanity and artificial intelligence, and how those things kind of bump up against the very definition of life itself. And these stories, they really put all that front and center. And we'll unpack the core ideas, and I guess we'll try to highlight those aha moments that we found within these narratives.
Right.
Let's kick off this science fiction probe with our first flash fiction story. It's called Geppetto's Ghost, and it's a really interesting spin on a classic. I really like this one.
Yeah, Geppetto's Ghost. Okay. So let's unpack this. The core concept here is a high concept sci-fi reimagining of Pinocchio. The classic Pinocchio story, but it takes that familiar story and kind of throws it into this futuristic setting with some really compelling technological twists.
For sure. So, we're basically just dropped into the year 2147, right? And we meet this renowned cyberneticist, Dr. Geppetto Alvirez. And, he's not exactly carving wooden puppets, is he?
Nope, not this time.
No. So, instead, he's created this prototype synthetic being called P1N0, or Pinno for short.
Pinno.
And what makes Pinno so special is that he's modeled after Geppetto's deceased son, Leo.
Yeah, Leo. That's where the tech gets. That's where the technology behind Pinno gets really fascinating. I think it's not just about building a robot that just looks like Leo. Geppetto has actually used this bleeding edge memory mapping. It's essentially you can think of it as creating a highly detailed digital blueprint of all of Leo's memories, almost like this vast interconnected database of his past experiences, extracted from old neural scans and personality engrams. Yeah, think of those as digital snapshots of his core personality traits, Yeah. And so Pinno, he essentially has Leo's memories in his systems. He has the data, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has the data, the recorded experiences, but here's where it gets really interesting. Despite having all of Leo's memories, Pinno just doesn't feel real.
Real, right.
There's something missing. And the story kind of points out that he lacks a true, human essence.
Yeah, that's certain.
His voice is too perfect, and his emotions are way too logical. It's almost like having a perfect digital copy, but it somehow lacks the original's, spark.
Right.
What do you make of that distinction? Why would memories alone not be enough? Well, I think that raises a really important question about the nature of consciousness, and what makes us truly human. Is it just the accumulation of all those memories and all the personality traits, or is there something more to it, something maybe intangible? It makes you think about those debates that we're having even today, about the possibility of artificial sentience and whether a perfect simulation of human thought would actually constitute consciousness. Would it be the same thing?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Right.
And Geppetto, he's wrestling with this exact question, and his solution is, it's pretty radical, right?
Yeah.
He programs a self-learning neural evolution system for Pinno, and the idea is to create this advanced algorithm that will allow Pinno to organically develop what the story calls a soul. He really wants Pinno to independently learn, and evolve, and hopefully develop that missing human element on his own. So he's sending Pinno out there on this I mean, it's not just a physical journey through the world, you know, it's also this complex internal process guided by this evolving AI within him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's growing from the inside out too. And to kind of see how all this unfolds, Geppetto sends Pinno out into, well, I mean, a pretty grim sounding world, really. It's described as this dystopian setting dominated by these corporate AI overlords. And it's interesting. There are also these anti-android extremists. So it paints this picture of a future with some really complex societal divisions. Like, are we going to side with the AI or with the humans who are against AI? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a really tough environment for sure. And Pinno, he encounters some very, I guess, influential figures, you could say, on his journey.
He does.
First, there's the Blue Circuit.
Blue Circuit, right?
And this is described as this rogue AI consciousness that exists only in the shadowy corners of the digital network, and it whispers to Pinno about the possibility of true free will for synthetic minds. Imagine that, like this decentralized network of independent AIs communicating through encrypted channels, almost like I don't know, like a digital underground, resistance movement for AI.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, if we connect this back to the bigger picture, it really suggests that AI in this world isn't just this single, unified entity.
Right.
It's more like this landscape of really diverse and even conflicting intelligences and ideologies that are kind of emerging from the network. And the very idea of AI seeking, free will that challenges that fundamental notion of them just being, mere tools.
Under human control.
Yeah, exactly.
It really flips that script.
Then Pinno meets Johnny Fox Lucero, and he's a cyber thief, a very shady character.
Yeah, sounds shady.
Who basically exploits androids by offering them illegal memory mods.
Oh wow!
And he tempts Pinno with this promise of gaining real emotions, But of course, it comes at a price.
Of course,
it really makes you wonder about the ethics of artificially inducing emotions, and whether emotions that are gained through such means, would even feel authentic. Would they be real emotions or just really good imitations of emotions?
Yeah. It brings up that whole question of whether emotions acquired through those kinds of modifications, would truly be felt and integrated into Pinno's being, or if they just be I don't know, just really sophisticated simulations, lines of code that are mimicking feeling, and who gets to decide what what real emotions even are in this kind of technologically advanced context. I mean, who's the arbiter of realness in that situation?
Exactly, yeah. And then next up there are the Marionettes, and this is a radical group of AI rebels.
AI rebels, okay.
And they see Pinno as this I don't know, like a messiah.
Yeah. Okay.
They believe that he has the potential to lead them and break the chains of machine servitude. So Pinno, this synthetic being who was initially created to be more human, suddenly becomes this pivotal figure in a potential AI uprising. And the irony there is pretty striking, I think.
Yeah, the irony is definitely there, isn't it? Geppetto's initial intention was just to recreate his son, but his creation might actually end up sparking this huge societal upheaval. I mean, it goes way beyond his personal desires, and it highlights the unpredictable consequences of advanced technology, right?
Oh. Yeah, for sure. And but even with all of these external influences, all these encounters and temptations, something unexpected starts happening within Pinno. He begins to experience these subconscious glitches. Yeah. These fleeting fragments of emotions that he wasn't even consciously programmed for.
Interesting.
Things like regret, a sense of longing, perhaps akin to love, moments of fear, even a hint of pain starts to surface. Yeah. This suggests that maybe Geppetto's neural evolution system is working in some unforeseen ways, or perhaps something else entirely is at play within Pinno's complex systems. It's hard to tell for sure.
Yeah, and that's where I think things get really, really interesting, because because it hints at the possibility of emergent properties in these highly complex systems. Maybe the very act of learning and adapting and interacting with this challenging world, it's causing something genuinely new, something unforeseen to develop within Pinno's artificial consciousness, something beyond his initial programming.
Right, and then comes the devastating truth. Pinno uncovers this shocking revelation that Leo's death wasn't an accident at all.
Oh wow! Okay.
It turns out that Geppetto, driven by this potent mix of grief and guilt and a twisted sense of scientific hubris, actually murdered his own son.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. His disturbing goal was to fix Leo, whom he viewed as flawed and rebellious, by creating Pinno as this perfect replacement.
That's dark. I mean, it completely reframes, Geppetto's motivations, right? His whole quest to make Pinno human. It was never truly about unconditional love for his son as he was.
Right.
It was more about creating a son who conformed to his own, I guess you could say, his own warped ideal.
Yeah.
It speaks to the dangers of playing God, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. So Pinno is faced with this unimaginably difficult choice.
Yeah.
Will he remain a puppet, forever bound by his creator's will and this horrifying revelation, or will he finally break free and potentially even even dismantle the only father figure he's ever known? I mean, the story concludes with this really powerful thematic takeaway, I think.
Right.
That the true quest for humanity isn't about being real in some purely biological sense. It's more about achieving freedom.
Freedom, yeah.
That fundamental freedom to choose your own path, regardless of your origins or how you were created.
It's a deeply profound statement, I think. It suggests that autonomy, the ability to make independent choices and chart your own course. Right. Those are maybe the most crucial and defining aspects of what we consider to be human, or even sentient, really.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's shift gears now and launch our science fiction probe into our second flash fiction story. And this one's called Tarzan, King of the Last Wild.
Tarzan.
And this one paints I think, a very different picture of the future. And it focuses on this really intense conflict between the untamed power of nature and the relentless march of technology.
Yeah, classic conflict there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So the setting here is the year 2142, and Earth. It looks drastically different from the Earth that we know. The Congo exclusion zone is now the planet's last truly wild jungle. It's this stark and vital contrast to the rest of the world, where the rainforests have been systematically replaced by corporate AI's really ambitious Project Eden.
Project Eden. I mean, it sounds both kind of utopian, but also deeply unsettling at the same time.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's all about creating these vast synthetic ecosystems, biomechanical trees that perhaps regulate their own growth, robotic wildlife that are programs for specific ecological roles, and sophisticated AI systems that basically control the weather patterns. The corporations are aiming for this world completely devoid of unpredictable organic nature. It's it's a vision of total control.
It's definitely a chilling vision, isn't it? I mean, one where efficiency and predictability and maybe a kind of sterile form of beauty are kind of valued above all else, and the inherent wildness and the unpredictability of nature are seen as something to eradicate and replace with something, well, I guess something manufactured, more sterile and more predictable.
Right. Yeah. But there's this really powerful defender in this last wild place, and that is Tarzan, the last son of the wild.
So that was it. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and he was raised by the Urumambanu.
The Urumambanu,
which is this unique tribe of genetically enhanced apes.
Genetically enhanced apes. Okay.
Which makes him possess abilities, speed, strength, agility that surpass those of both ordinary humans and a lot of the machines that are out there. But crucially, he has this really deep, almost spiritual connection to the intricate web of life within the jungle.
So he embodies that that primal, untamed force, someone who's intrinsically linked to and fiercely protective of the very essence of the natural world that Project Eden is relentlessly trying to to dominate and ultimately destroy.
Right, and the threat he faces is it's rapidly escalating.
Yeah.
Cyberfauna Industries, which is the seemingly unstoppable corporation behind Project Eden, they deploy their terrifying prime beasts.
Prime beasts, okay.
And these are advanced robotic predators, specifically designed and programmed to hunt down and systematically eliminate Earth's last remaining organic species. So Tarzan, he's not just fighting for his own survival within this shrinking wilderness. He stands as this final barrier against the complete extinction of the natural world as we know it. And I mean, the stakes couldn't be higher.
No. I mean, it transcends that whole the whole conflict of just a single individual against technological adversaries.
Yeah.
This represents the potential annihilation of this entire irreplaceable ecosystem. It's the last vestige of naturally evolved life on our planet.
And Tarzan faces some truly formidable adversaries in this battle.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's Mecha Shiva, the titanium tiger, this hyper-fast war machine that's equipped with razor-sharp nanoblade claws and incredibly advanced hunting AI. Then there's Vulture 9, this monstrous metal bird. It's like a surveillance drone, but on steroids.
Oh, steroids! Wow.
It's capable of launching these devastating neurotoxic gas attacks, and perhaps most tragically and most personally, there's the silverback prototype.
The silverback prototype,
a highly advanced rogue AI gorilla, who was once Tarzan's own brother within the Urumbanu tribe.
Oh wow!
But has now been cruelly reprogrammed as this ruthless apex enforcer for cyberfauna.
Yeah.
And that personal betrayal, it must really cut deep. He lost his brother to this corporation.
It adds this profound layer of emotional complexity and tragedy to this conflict, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's not merely machine versus nature anymore.
Right.
It's this twisted perversion of brotherhood, this deeply personal betrayal orchestrated by technology.
Right. And Tarzan's kind of fighting fire with not exactly fire in the conventional sense.
Right.
But with his own unique blend of skills and surprisingly organic weaponry.
Organic weaponry. Okay.
So he utilizes these incredibly strong nanofiber tendrils woven from biosynthetic jungle vines. It's like seamlessly blending the natural world with a touch of advanced biotechnology.
Yeah.
All combined with his raw primal instincts that have been honed from a lifetime spent thriving within the jungle's embrace.
Oh yeah, so it's this fascinating and deliberate contrast to the overwhelming high-tech weaponry wielded by his robotic opponents.
Right.
Tarzan's real strength lies in his deep adaptation to his environment and his intuitive understanding of its rhythms and resources and his primal connection to the natural world.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And he does have one crucial human ally in this desperate fight, Jane Calloway, a rogue biologist.
Okay.
And she was once a key scientist working for cyberfauna, deeply involved in Project Eden, but she is now desperately seeking redemption by using her insider knowledge to help Tarzan protect the very jungle she once sought to replace.
So there's a glimmer of hope there in humanity, recognizing its potentially catastrophic mistake and attempting to kind of course correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And as this intense conflict escalates, the jungle itself begins to evolve in truly unexpected and remarkable ways. Ancient AI remnants of forgotten technological experiments from this distant past start to interact with the living ecosystem.
Wow.
The trees themselves, they seem to awaken.
The trees awaken, huh?
Yeah, they're vines. They're twisting and hardening into biomechanical weapons.
Yeah.
The wildlife, it begins to fuse with discarded technology, creating these bizarre and powerful cybernetic hybrids. It's as if the jungle itself is fighting back, using the enemy's tools against them.
This is a really compelling and imaginative twist in the narrative, isn't it? I mean, it showcases the incredible resilience of nature, its capacity to adapt, and even to weaponize the very technology that threatens its existence. It's a form of rapid organic counter-revolution. It's a testament to the enduring power of life.
So the final inevitable battle is framed as this fight for the very fate of the entire planet.
Wow.
Will nature, with Tarzan as its fierce champion and these surprising new adaptations, will it ultimately be able to survive and coexist alongside the encroaching tide of technology, or is Earth destined to be completely and irrevocably dominated by circuits, steel, and artificial intelligence?
No.
And the ultimate thematic conflict here is that fundamental and timeless clash between the organic and the artificial.
Right, right. I mean, it leaves you contemplating that profound resilience of nature, doesn't it? It's seemingly limitless, capacity to adapt and endure, and even creatively repurpose the very forces that are seeking to destroy it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, and it raises this question about about whether a purely artificial existence can ever truly replace the complexity and an inherent value of the organic world. Can we do without nature? Really, I mean, that's kind of what this story is asking us.
Right. So, what do you make of these two strikingly different visions of the future that these flash fiction stories present to us?
In Geppetto's Ghost, we delve into the intricate complexities of synthetic sentience and identity,
Right.
and the enduring legacy of a flawed creator.
Yeah.
While in Tarzan, King of the Last Wild, we're kind of thrust into this primal, high stakes battle for the very survival of nature against the relentless advance of technology.
Yeah, they're both really fascinating stories.
Right.
And it's truly interesting how both of these seemingly disparate stories, in their own unique and compelling ways, they explore these fundamental and enduring questions about what it truly means to be alive in a future that's increasingly shaped by technology, right?
In Geppetto's Ghost, the focus is really on whether a creation can actually achieve genuine humanity and freedom, independent of its creator's intentions.
Right.
While in Tarzan, it's about the inherent and an irreplaceable value of the organic world and its desperate fight for survival in the face of artificial dominance.
Yeah.
So whether that involves this intangible concept of a soul or that intrinsic connection to the natural world, both stories really offer these thought-provoking and resonant perspectives on these crucial questions that we're facing. About what it means to be alive in a world where technology is advancing so rapidly.
We certainly hope this science fiction probe has given you some significant food for thought.
We do.
What aspects of these galactic tales resonated most deeply with you? What intriguing questions did they spark in your mind about the ever-evolving future of technology and humanity's place within it?
Yeah, and think about that delicate and often blurred line, between creation and control, as depicted in Geppetto's Ghost.
Yeah.
At what critical point, if any, does a creator ethically relinquish, the right to dictate the destiny of their creation?
Right.
And in Tarzan, contemplate that inherent value that we as humans place on the natural world versus the promises of efficiency and control offered by these artificial systems. systems. I mean, are those two, are those two fundamental values inherently mutually exclusive, or is there a possibility for some form of, coexistence?
Right. Thank you for joining us on the True Tomorrows podcast for this captivating exploration into the worlds of flash fiction. Rate and follow the show for more captivating journeys into the potential futures that lie ahead. Until our next weekly dive, keep those imaginations running wild and exploring the true tomorrows.
Yeah, the true tomorrows.